Numbers, they're everywhere. From the price of your coffee to the taxes that you have to file for very soon. Sure, numbers have mystified humanity with shock and awe for millennia, but they have also sent shivers of anxiety down your spine during math exams. In spite of all this, we can all agree, if there's one thing you can count with for the rest of your lives, that's numbers. Hi everyone, this is Valentine from the Top 5 Lists YouTube, and today we will go over the top 5 numbers of all time. Make sure to stick around until the end because number 2 may very well surprise you. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and here are the top 5 numbers of all time. Number 5. 5. It'll probably come to no surprise to you that number 5 makes it to this point of the list. Oh, but this number is shrouded in mystery. Being that it is one of the first few numbers in the Fibonacci sequence, many attribute this number to a mystical association with nature and the universe. Is it a coincidence that we generally have 5 fingers in each hand? That is something that perhaps we may never know. And that is also the reason we place this number on our spot number 5. Number 4. 4. Speaking of mystical and mysterious associations, number 4 is a number that naturally fits after 5. In many cultures, the number 4 is associated with bad luck, such as in Japan where it is pronounced shi. Shi also happens to be the word meaning death, making this a very spooky number for you horror aficionados. Though not every culture forgoes this number, the number 4 has been deeply ingrained in how we made sense of the world around us through history. Some examples are the 4 cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west, the 4 seasons, the 4 elements from ancient Greece, earth, wind, water, fire, and even make it into religion and spirituality such as the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Clearly, the number 4 is a hot number, but not nearly as hot as our next number on our list. Number 3. 3. The number 3 is associated with energy and fire. Early mathematicians of ancient Greece used the tetrahedron, a 3-dimensional shape made of 3 equilateral triangles, to represent the element of fire. You might be surprised to learn that methane, a chemical compound discovered around 2,000 years after ancient Greece, is composed of 1 carbon and 4 hydrogen molecules arranged in a tetrahedral configuration. Methane is a highly flammable gas used as a fuel to this date. Could it be that the ancient Greeks tapped into a magical ether to learn about the relationship between the combustibility of methane and the tetrahedral shape? Or is it perhaps random chance? It turns out, it's just math, and the ancient Greeks happened to be excellent mathematicians. The reason why methane takes on a tetrahedral shape is because of the electromagnetic push and pull forces acting between each atom in 3D space. The triangle happens to be one of the most stable shapes, so the atoms naturally arrange themselves in this way. It comes to no surprise that to this date, we use triangles to build anything that requires strong structures, such as the pyramids and truss systems on roofs and buildings. Speaking of 3, have you seen the 3 ducks hidden throughout this video? Comment down below if you have. Now, this only scratches the surface on the power of the number 3, and we haven't even mentioned all the spiritual, religious, mythological connections. But the next number will surely leave you tremendously breathless. Number 2. 2. I bet you certainly didn't think you'd see this number this high on the list. It is very deserving of this spot, as half of all integers contain a factor of 2, that half of integers being the even numbers. While half might not sound as much, there are still an infinite amount of numbers related to the number 2. That means that if you look at all the interesting facts about every single number in existence, the number 2 shares half of those making the number 2 have an infinite number of interesting things. Let me know in the comments if you'd like a video on the top infinity facts about the number 2. Now, it's been a magical ride through the numbers, but make sure to stick to the end for a surprise. There's still one more to go, but before we do, let's look at some honorable mentions. Alright, and the moment we've all been waiting for. Number 1. 1. Such a powerful concept, the number 1 goes beyond numbers. Certainly, the number 1 can make any number in existence through mathematical operations. But all numbers together are also 1. One set of integers, one set of rationals, so powerful that not only is it everything, but it is altogether 1. Even as humans, we are all individuals with different thoughts, feelings, dreams, but in a sense, we are all also 1. One humanity, one spark of life. When you take a walk under the stars, realize that, even though we are all beings of the universe, we all make up a part of the universe itself. We are all one universe. Did we miss any number on our list? If so, let me know in the comments. This was Valentine from Top 5 Lists YouTube. Until next time, my interstellar neighbors. Oh, wait, what? How did you... What are you doing here? How did you get here? You just appeared 3 feet off the floor. Are you okay? Huh? You seem a little confused. Slow down there a bit. Take some deep breaths. Do you remember the last thing you were doing before you got here? You were falling asleep, watching Top 5 Lists on YouTube? Interesting. The way you describe it, it sounds like you're describing viewing my universe, but as if it existed on a device in your world. That is baffling. You think you're dreaming? I don't feel like I'm in a dream. I've always lived in this floating space in this part of my universe, making Top 5 Lists. It's what everyone here does, really. So, this device that you were using, can you describe it? A rectangular prism. A cellular phone? You watch YouTube videos on it. That sounds preposterous. You see, YouTube is what we call this universe. It is baffling to think someone has a small glass window into my universe all this time. Well, it sounds like I have a lot to learn from you and your universe. But you still seem in shock from your trip here. Do not worry. Don't be afraid. We are generally all peaceful types here. No one is going to hurt you. You can relax. Take slow, deep breaths. Are you feeling better? A little lightheaded? I bet you fell head first from 1 meter off the floor. You would like help getting back? I certainly don't want to keep you here any longer than you should. Maybe we should brainstorm. Think more carefully about the specific things you were doing that led you here. Maybe we could figure a way to send you back, don't you think? You'll try. Yeah, that's good. One step at a time. Now, can you tell me more specifically what you were doing before you fell asleep? You were holding your cellular phone? Watching this video? I see. Could it be that somehow, as you were watching this, you drifted off to sleep, and in the process you dropped your glass prism device thing over your head? That would normally wake you up. Huh. But maybe, just maybe, hear me out. You are in this universe of mine, so somehow you got into what you were viewing. So perhaps the device hit you so hard, you actually went through it? Yeah, you're right. That does sound a bit crazy. But then again, the world you describe sounds crazy. Anything can happen, really. Look, I have to get ready to work on my top infinity numbers, and that's going to keep me a little bit busy. But I think it's worth experimenting a bit. Here's what you should do. Make yourself comfortable in this space over here. The glass floor? It's more comfortable than it looks. It really is all we have in this world, really. Glass surfaces that stick out of the ground and project images that we have control over by thought. Okay, now close your eyes. Relax your breathing. Focus on slowing down your heart rate. Trust me, I saw this on someone else's YouTube called TheMagician ASMR. That makes me an expert pretty much. Okay, I'm going to give you this rectangular prism shard to hold. Just like your cellular phone. The plan is, as you drift slowly into slumber, your arms will slowly weaken. Feel like jello. Then, right at the moment of your departure to slumber, your arms will let go, dropping the projector shard over your head, which should, maybe, just maybe, send you back to your Earth. Of course, I'll have to project images of Earth onto it. So, how does it sound? Is it worth a try? You'll give it a try. Alright. Take your time. Keep your eyes closed. Now, hang on to this. Take slow, deep breaths. Maybe next time we can sit and chat. But for now, get some sleep. Just listen to my voice. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Everything's becoming fuzzier. Your mind is slowly drifting. Your eyes are heavy. Your arms are weak. You will now go to sleep.